Brooks in at the 1.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through.
On ball here, the Bulls decide to talk it over. The Bulls making a switch here. Harris is checked in.
Harris!
Meeks with the steal. To the paint. Out to Brooks. From the arc. Good. Brooks has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Portland.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
From outside the arc. And the basket by Harris.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Harris!
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Harris has got the ball, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Harris!
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Ariza with the buckets.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time.
3 on 3. He wants to get it to Nene and does. Brooks with no one around. And a miss there on the triple.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Wasted no time on that one. Harris has got 12 now in this quarter.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Harris on the double team to the right side. There's the steal. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
Pass to Meeks, uncovered. Ariza dishes to Nene, and they convert at last on attempt number 3.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and the Bulls another 3.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Harris on the double team, and the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second first. Substitution on the court.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Chicago making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Transition, here come the Bulls. It's intercepted. And the foul called on the coach. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's his third personal foul.
Here's Brooks.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Brooks. Chicago with the ball. Here's Harris. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists in the game.
There's 6 points on consecutive free balls. Finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
He's all alone. Inglis passes to Harris. They double him with Payne. This one for 3. And the Bulls another 3.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
I agree, Steve. And this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on. And that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with the first victory for this matchup with a 1-0 record against the Trailblazers.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Harris. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Can't hit. Now Portland takes it the other way. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Take on the slam dunk, just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the... Contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. it go with the three. Shot's good.
Field goal. Harris!
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And that one falls for Brooks.
Look at what Brooks has done so far. He has 8 points and 4 assists as well. He's passing the ball so well right now and is really focused at the charity stripe, too.
And Clark, you can just see him oozing with confidence right now.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Chicago. Johnson comes in for Harris. And here's Rose outside. Another three for Chicago.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Chicago calls timeout. They're ahead by a ton. There's 18 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
You know, I'm not sure why you call it timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I think they might just be taking a few extra seconds to enjoy the win. Is that plausible?
Or maybe just rubbing it in. That's possible.
Harris outside. There's the triple.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.